Alright. We are repairing again at the stupidly tiny desk. Which means you can't see the thing on the screen fully, so there you go. That's the best you can get. Anyways, we got a Frankie the fish here, because, well, he broke. His head broke. And his mouth is also kind of broke. Well, the gear's not broken, but, like, you can do that for some reason. I hope the mouthpiece is not broken. It could be, like, I don't know, maybe the screw parts and the jaw levers are online. I don't know, but, like, this is supposed to be mainly headgear replacement, but I am gonna take the whole skin off the fish because of the mouth. And this skin kind of needs cleaning as well, maybe a little bit. But, the gear is actually fully split in this head, so it doesn't move at all. I don't know if the camera picks up that motor buzzing, but yeah, it doesn't work, and it sounds awful too. Yeah, it doesn't move. This fish is not like a billy bass at all. So this might be more intriguing of a video. He is built way differently than any other singing fish out there. So this should be good. So let's remove the batteries here. Because you've already seen how this thing is working right now, and we don't need those in as we're fixing it. So they're going to have to take out the screws in the back of the plaque here. It's 6 screws in total. I think I need a bigger screwdriver. It is earlier in the morning for me as I'm recording this, unlike night that the other repairs were. Oh, I feel a little janky right now. But I can still fix this. Definitely can. I actually haven't repaired a Frankie in a little while. I have repaired some other ones before. But that was like, I don't know, a couple years ago, I think. That screw holder, I think, just broke or something. I don't know, but I was just in the plaque of this one just to look at like the circuit board. And that was before this thing broke. I think that one screw holder I accidentally broke or something. Let's take a look in here. This is how I open the fish. I know you can use the stand, but I think this, well, when you haven't opened it before, they're like tight on. Yeah, this did break. Not a huge deal, it's just one. But yeah, here's inside of the fish. It's kind of what most fish look like, except this right here is completely different. It's got a plate right here. Instead of, like, on a billy bass, a motor would be back here for this head turning. Same with all other fish, even the two motor ones that have the moving. They're on like this plaque, the smaller ones. Moving tail and head. Frankie's tail is not supposed to move. His is just not meant to. Because in the McDonald's commercials that this was on in like 2009, I think, it never showed its tail moving. It just moved the head and the mouth in that commercial. So anyways, we gotta demount this fish, and You're gonna have to be pretty careful with this because I think these are pretty brittle. There's a bunch of screws here, eh? Best to take the fish out first. And the other screws here, they're just for the rubber to hold on, and then there's a paper plate right here to keep it from deteriorating the heck out of the plaque, which is a smart thing. I will give Jimmy that. Older fish did not have that, the paper plate back there. So these like black pegs here are pretty faulty. It's like with the Junior Billy Bass from 2004. His plaque is really fragile when you're trying to open that up. So like the end result, usually you would probably have to glue him back on the plaque. Okay, why ain't that screw coming out? Oh, is it coming out? Okay. I think we already have like a weak screw holder right there. It's not going to come out really easily. I have to turn it as well. Put my hand to even raise it up. Oh yeah, I think that did break or something. It's coming out with that. See what I mean? That one's already broken. So, right. Middle one's here holding the fish. And there's little smaller screws. These ones I don't think break easily because it's hooked up to the gearbox. The head one. Dang, they're big screws. Or long ones, I mean. So that part's a little challenging to get back on when you're putting the thing back together. Alrighty. And this should now come out, and I gotta be careful. I don't want to snap more of those pegs. It is stuck on, okay? Hey, I can... Okay. No, I have to take this plate off because of the rubber. Oh no, that's scary. It's been on here for so long that it pretty much glued itself to the rubber. This is how it is. Trying to find somewhere I can pick it out, maybe. Oh, yeah, it kind of melted right there. And a little bit there. I might have to move that rubber around a little bit. Please take you off carefully. I know this side's already broke. Oh boy. Got that one. And I hear the rubber coming out because it's glued itself on, like I said. Oh, here it comes. Just have to very carefully maneuver it around. There we go. Oh, shoot, broke another one. Yeah, look how melted. Look how melted that is right there. That's all from the rubber. So, only the top ones here remained, which it's not a huge loss, I guess. Fish will still be held on to the plaque at least. As long as we don't break another one. What the hell is... Oh, I forgot that the pegs had these little rings on here. It's weird. They like tried preventing them from breaking because of that, but no, the rubber eats through it anyway. Very strange, but now let's take these screws. Too big screwdriver. Because we have to take the rubber completely out. Those are the same screws. Those pegs might kind of break too as you're taking them out. They're already clicking. None of those seem to break. You're gonna hear that clicking sound when you're first taking screws out because it's so old. Frankie's not that old, but he's approaching 20 almost, kind of. Which is crazy to think about. Time really does fly. Okay, I think the rubber... Okay, never mind. The rubber's not really stuck up there. So you're gonna peel those off, pretty much. And two broken ones, of course, are already out. And this should finally demelt the fish. Callaway wire. Oh, that's the head motor wire. Okay, and this is the brown and orange ones are the mouth. Okay. I think it's usually supposed to be the red and black would be the mouth on fish. I don't 100% remember. I think that's what I do remember. Alright, we can flip this over now. He comes right off the plaque. I see the rubber has melted on the head gearbox too, a little bit. Oh, it was stuck right there too. Oh, that's crazy. Is it even stuck here? Yeah, just one part was. Rubber and plastic. It's a chemical reaction that happens. But, you can kind of see his mechanism. I think this isn't... Yeah, it can go all the way back. That's funny. The plaque just stops it, really. Now, since I haven't fixed a Frankie in quite a little bit, I may stall a tiny bit, but I am remembering this gearbox here. Motor's right. There's... You can... I don't think you can see the motor, but... Right there. That's the head motor. I'm pretty sure what you have to do is take this side out by like maneuvering this head here. Oh yeah, and there's a belt in this head too. That cap, the cover right there. You can kind of see it. Maybe not, I don't know, but there's a cover right there, and that's a belt. It's actually like one of the few fish that use a belt. One of the others is, it's not my Gemmy, but it's singing swingfish, the large and small ones. They have, the large one has a belt in his head and the mouth. And the mini one, he just moves in a different way. Completely different mechanism. There is foam in his tail, but I don't think that is connected to the gearbox or anything. So, pretty sure what you have to do is just fold this rubber over. Just be a little careful right there because of the wires. I mean, if you know how to solder, then yeah. You can just fix that easily. Rubber's not very easy to rip. It is a strong rubber, but oh, that foam kind of was attached there. I think I can just pull that out now since that back part is now off. Yeah. Still some foam left in his tail, but there's the motor for his head. This turns 2 directions, which is not usual for a singing fish. Singing swing fish, the large version does 2 directions with his head too, but he has relays in like right here, and it's weird. From this point, you can replace the gear now. There are screws in the bottom gear box. Oh, the head here. Yeah, there are some screws you're gonna have to take out over here, because mainly just this bottom one. There's one of the levers. You're gonna have to take it off to open this gearbox up. Have to maneuver it differently because of the wires. Okay, screws are right here. Just gonna want to maneuver this rubber up a little bit. Just be careful, a little bit careful with some of the foam. If you hear some of it ripping, still like move it around a tiny bit. Where's that piece ripping? Oh, right there. Okay. There is quite a bit of foam inside of Frankie because he is a puffy fish. Even though he's not a puffer fish. He is supposed to be a cod. I think it's just these 2 screws, yeah. Take that one out. Hope y'all can see this correctly, because I cannot see how the phone is really recording. I have to like tilt my head up to see that. Screw number 2 right here. I can adjust that right. There we go. This rubber is a little more easier to adjust than some other fish. Okay, this bottom one. Yeah, the head hinge came out here, and now they're gonna have to pry out that right there. There it is. I want to take a flat hit, it's a little easier. Y'all see it? I'm just checking my camera quick. Okay. Yeah. Right here, it's gonna have to be pried out. Sometimes the shaft might come out. There we go. I think a piece of foam just fell in there. It's kind of stuck there, but yeah, he just uses a normal 2-motor fish head lever right here. Just make sure it goes on like this when it's in. The L part should be facing down. Anyways, now we have that out. We can replace this gear, and I'm actually gonna look at the belt because I forgot to do that. You don't have to take the belt off, but I'm just gonna looky in here. Just set the screw right there and put it back. Just like if the heads are slipping on Frankie's, this might be the case. Why? And I don't think this one slips really easily. Yeah, it's a weird little belt back here. I think that belt is okay. At least. Yeah, that belt's still fine. It's not stretching out or anything. It is one of these clear belts. They rarely do go out. So that's good, at least they had one of those. Not a black tar belt, or whatever that crap is made out of. Those just go bad really fast. But now we're going to take out these 4 screws here. I think I have to take out that one too, just to get the gearbox up. Since the belt is on, the motor won't actually like come out. There we go. Just taking that out to, yeah, that is a different size screw kind of. There are some pretty wacky gears inside of this fish. The one here is gonna look crazy to you, I'm pretty sure, but slowly. I hope the melted rubber doesn't cause an issue. There's some little glue right here. Peel that off. Shoot, yeah, the foam might be also somewhat holding on right here. Take my flat head again. Maneuver around just slowly. Okay, that side's up. Oops. Can't really get over there, and then you put the head up. There we go. There was one side it was held down right there. And there's one right there, kind of. Wait, what is this? Is that tape? Oh, it's a little piece of tape right there. Not noticed that this white piece was tape. And yeah, it's dripping. That's gonna be a little difficult to get off unless I cut that. Oh, here it comes. Such a weird piece of tape. It's going all around the back part of the motor. Alright, this should pull off now. Just do it slowly. Because there's a bunch of other gears in here that might fly off. You don't want to lose the pattern or mess up the pattern. Wires, get out of the way. One shaft came out, but yeah, he has some big gears in here. that shaft back where it was. Here. Oop. Okay. Zoom in a little bit here. Hopefully I remember it zoomed in, but there's all those gears and there's that really big square shaft that is actually connected to the head. In your place? I think you are. No, you are not. Okay. So you did pop out a little bit. This gear is kind of important because it's got a little spring on it. Don't want any of these to break, really. This is similar to a gear that's in Billy Bass's head, but the teeth on the bottom here are looking different. Then we got this gear that was right beside it. Yeah, look at those big teeth right there. That is crazy. And the type of gears that he has, because they go from little tiny to really big. There's that big square shaft. You really don't want that to break. Mostly splitting down the shaft here. If some of the teeth are broken, you can just flip that gear around because it doesn't spin a full 360. Anyways, we're focusing on this little guy. Of course, I think it's a 9-tooth gear. It looks like it. So put one of my screwdrivers again. Should have left that belt part open because now we have to take that gear out. The easiest way to take it out is from the pulley here. Don't lose the belt. Yeah, it's coming right out. That is very split gear. Should not do that. Yeah, that is a 9-tooth gear. And I happened to find one for this fish. I'm going to stick the shaft back in, and then I'm going to push down the replacement 9-tooth. So that's on there, and I'm going to put these other gears in place. Actually get that one in the hole. Why is that hole so tiny? No wonder that gear is rocking like crazy. Gear's so loose it's going to be... Okay. That's on right. I know that gear is not fully down, but the plate will bring it back down once you get it on. Make sure you get this over the big shaft here. Barely see it, but yeah, the big square shaft right there. Gotta put that on. Careful with the motor part. Good thing none of the screws fell out of there. I didn't know it was pushing on that. To line up the square shaft. You have to line up all the shafts. Okay, there's the square shaft going in. Hopefully that... Okay, there we go. A little easier than I expected. I put the front ones in here. Can the camera see? Okay. Don't screw it in too tight. You're gonna make sure they are just enough, really. Did I use the... Okay, I accidentally used the wrong screw here. I'm an idiot. No wonder that was fitting in a little wrong. You have to use the smaller ones here. We're not perfect people. We're not perfect people, guys. Bunch of messy stuff goes on off camera too. Just realize your mistake and then go back to fix it. I think that was the I think that was the one for the belt. The belt cover. Camera can barely see. I'm gonna zoom out now. There we go. Just making sure that was connecting. Already it sounds way better, not cracky. Alright, so now I'm just gonna push the pulley down right here so it'll be all the way on. Alrighty. Looks like it's moving. Just note that Frankie the Fish's gearbox may not be a very quiet contraption. Very rarely you can get them to be quiet. Smooth, sounds good. I'm just gonna quickly install the batteries. Make sure it actually does work. Flip it around so it doesn't get messed up here. Now hold the head. Seems to work good now, and skin got a little messy because it was on the table. Alrighty. So, if it's just a broken head, you would want to put it back together now, but of course, since that I'm concerned about the mouth, even though it is pretty much working, I'm gonna check that. See what's going on up there. And this will give insight how to completely take the skin off too. I just realized I forgot to put that back in. Yeah, you might want to put that lever piece back on here. Oh, the light shut off. My bad. Just use my phone from now on. I hate that the actual camera light does that, but it is what it is. Yeah. To make sure it's lined up with the other one up here. With the square shaft, which is, it's not hard to do that. There we go. Now the little holes right here. Okay, there we go. These screws go in. Alright, head mech's actually back together finally now, so now I gotta roll up this rubber to get the skin out, which is, it's not always something easy. Not again with that. Move it over here. So taking the skins off a fish, you're gonna have to watch for the foam. So there's one up here. There's another one down here. It's getting rolled in the back. It's not what I want to happen. Pretty much gonna have to maneuver everything until it gets to the eye parts of his face. Yeah, it's gonna look weird. Yeah, I have a good chance of breaking the eyepiece off too, and I don't think this one is broken, but like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to slowly get up here. Jeez, there is foam all around his head in there. There's the other motor for his mouth. It's this little one. Shoot. That stupid foam will, It's probably gonna get a little messed up anyway here. Where's that screw attach? Of course, there's foam covering that. I'll probably fix the foam positioning when I get it opened up here. The eye part is broken, okay. So I guess the fish will just come right out here. Oh, his eyes are not even attached to the... What is up here then? Is something broken? I never really remember how Frankie looks in here. And there's more foam, and there's a big piece of tape on this one. Oh, that went around his head. Okay, that's what that piece is. He has an eye socket up here in his rubber, but I don't think I don't think anyone's gonna be able to see that. But there's a plastic eye socket up here. I thought that was attached to the top of the head there. It doesn't look like it was meant to be. I have to fold the rubber almost inside out to see up there. And I also see that the mouthpiece is snapped right here. That's not really good. Looks like it got violently snapped. Jeez. It's stuck in the fish rubber too. Okay, so I guess his eyepiece is not supposed to be attached to the head. That's weird. Never remembered that. Frankie, and now I gotta get his... the front of his jaw. Oh, why is that glued to the rubber? Some things I just won't understand, but I have to take that glue off to get his mouthpiece. There we go. Okay, I didn't damage the rubber, but yeah, there's the fish. And there's the little mechanism. There's the gear for its mouth mech. It's still fine. It still sounds fine and whatnot. There's his jaw piece that snapped. I can... Oh. It feels like I can glue it back on. Such a big mouth in here for such a little one that the skin has, but it is what it is. Which way's the right way? That way is the right way. So much glue on it from it being held on. Why would they... I don't understand why they glued it to the rubber of the mouth. The billy basses and other fish are not like that. Well, alright then, so we got a mouthpiece to glue. And that's a rare problem to happen. So normally on other singing fish, this would be attached to... Well, this would have the eyes attached, and you have to unscrew these to get it fully out. That's what I do, at least. And this thing feels quite loose too. I think the screws are in all the way. Just check the screws. is here. Yeah, that one wasn't even in all the way. But there, now the top piece here is way more tight, so should move a little better, especially when I get this glued. I'm gonna do a little bonus thing and probably mount him and then show him without the skin working. Okay, here he is. He is like mounted and stuff, but with none of the rubber on. And this is how the front part of the foam would go on. It just slips on the head like a collar. But I'm gonna play it like this because it's funny. Oh, I forgot to put the batteries in. Silly me. Again, it's early in the morning for me to be up. But, alright, we got batteries in. Here he is.
If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all. Give me back the filet-o-fish. Give me that fish. Give me back the filet-o-fish. Give me that fish.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that because that's funny. But he works pretty good, you can see. He's fully working. Just with no rubber on right now. I still gotta glue his mouth. I'm probably gonna do that right now, and I have my glue. Oops. I have my glue off camera, so I'm gonna get that. Oop. I'll try. Maybe disconnect that spring. Oh no. I can probably do it like this. Oh, there we go. Sometimes convenience happens. Is that going again? It's like that, okay. Oh. So this plastic part facing downward here. Alright, I gotcha here. You silly fish. I usually don't like gluing on plastic, and of course this is crazy super glue stuff. You might get your fingers stuck. I've done it a bunch of times, because we aren't perfect. Have to hold that on for a few seconds. It is on there, and I'm going to put a little more glue right where the crack line is. Be careful with that mouth because it could spring close any second. I'm sorry if you see my face. You shouldn't though. But actually, I probably shouldn't do it there because the mouth closes unless you just let it dry for a long time. So the behind the scenes here of the video might take quite a while. Because I want that glue to be solid, rock solid on that mouth. I just noticed this glue fell too. yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it like that for quite a while. So I'll see you when I get back at that. Okay, so it's actually been a few, like, minutes or whatever, almost an hour since the last clip. And, the fish is mostly together now because, well, the old mouthpiece kept on breaking when I was putting it in the skin. So I ended up rigging one from something else to work in there, and it seems to fit just fine. Oh no, don't pop out, back out, please. And it was a really big struggle getting the head fully in there and whatnot because of that foam piece for one, and this new mouthpiece. But it looks like it's gonna work, so now that I have it pretty much almost fully together, I'm gonna start again recording here. I'm pretty much at the point where we fix that gear. I'm gonna show how to put this back together. Once you probably only have a headgear issue in this thing, so you're gonna want to pull this up here. This can be a little difficult because again, this foam. Should probably adjust that a little bit too. It's almost in there. Oh boy, I gotta adjust it a little bit here. Get in that tail properly. Move that foam around. I think that's supposed to go up here. Oh, that just came out. Oh. Make sure those ones are in right. Now this top one, I think goes in like right there. And up right there. I think that's right. Should be. Mouthpiece is still in. Alright, I think we can mount it back on the plaque finally. So, going back in here, I get all this rubber through. But I mean, in the screw holes here. That one's broken. Did I state that I cleaned the skin? I think so. But should go on, yeah, because the meltings are all right there. Should go on this way. Just gotta be careful and not break more of those pegs, because that'll be bad. Also gotta adjust this rubber. Screw this and then I'll try to get the fish on the three pegs right here. Alright, this getting it on here might be pretty difficult since I can't see. Head up might be a little easier. Yeah, you can't see when you're doing this part here. There we go. Get the feel of them going. These ones are the right screws going in here. Did I get it in there? I swear I did. Okay, I think that actually went in this time. Yep, there we go. That finally went down. I'm gonna put the ones in that are up here, or all around here. I hear that one breaking. Very amazing quality. Alright, so even without those bottom screws, it is still pretty tight on there, so at least these two survived. Now I just gotta test this guy to make sure he's actually working. He looks fine on here. There's more dirt on him now because he was on that table. I don't like it when the rubbers are on the table like that. Let's see if Bro actually works okay. Since he's been through quite a lot today.
This wall. If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all. So give me back the filet fish. Give me that fish. Give me back the filet fish. Give me that fish.
Well, that seems like a success to me. Works really well, especially that new mouthpiece. Oh, I was gonna say, let's turn on the remix here. No slipping on the head either. It shows that the belt is still pretty good. But yeah. Little trial and error with the cut there, but that's how you fix a Frankie the fish. So, goodbye, I guess.